I am without words. You guys have left me speechless. Over 200 views in like a day. I mean, it was probably a day or more. Guys, I can't even believe it. And that wasn't even the first episode. This is the first episode. Guys, like, thank you so much for tuning in to the first episode, okay? That was phenomenal. I did not expect that kind of views on the revamp episode that was supposed to get people's interest, and it seemed to work. But today, this is the first episode. I do want to clarify. Sorry for the mix-up. Today, greenhouse. We are building a greenhouse and some other cool things, so stick around to the end of the video to see all the cool things that I'm going to build today. But it is currently raining, so unfortunately we have to wait for the rain to stop. I will be back in a minute. Well, wouldn't you know, the rain has stopped, but of course, it is nighttime now, or turning night, I should say. So we are going to get some sleep before we start this project. We are building this greenhouse today, darn it. But first, sleep. Man, that was some good sleep. I was well rested, or I should say I am well rested. Here is the series book. This is what we're going to be using to keep track of all of our builds. If I do miss anything, any details, if there's anything in the future you guys want me to put in this book, do let me know down in the comments. But for now, to make it simple, first episode, greenhouse. And that's basically all we're going to put. If you want me to put details or anything, I might even put in the future the top comment on every video. So there you go. That'll give you guys a reason to comment on these videos. Looks pretty good to me. Yes, let's get going. We have to head to a very special area. But first, I have to take the truck, not that truck, the other truck here. We have to put it back in the front. And yes, I know you guys have been waiting. It is Lambo time. Just give me a second. I gotta take this truck and put it back in the front parking lot. And then we're off with the Lambo. Yes, riding in style. Well, not quite yet. This is more like it. Yeah, look at me. We're going like over. Oh my goodness, we are going 150 miles an hour, guys. What the heck? What is going on? Oh, I stopped. Yes, guys. Welcome to the art area. This is the area for me. I have built this building. It took me hours. But this is where we are going to come to select colors for our builds and textures and just things of that nature. I will eventually in the future, I do plan to do videos on how to do map art. So, you see those fancy like custom drawn map things. You've even seen it in this series. I will in the future be doing videos on how to do those, so stay tuned for that in future episodes. Look at this place, guys. Is this not incredible looking? I know it is empty, but in the future, as we progress in this series, we will fill this place up with art and designs, maybe sculptures. Excuse me, sculptures. And yes, this is going to be our place to think and be inspired. I wanted to build a space where I could come and I could just fill my mind with ideas of what to do regarding projects, builds, really just this whole area, let's be honest. So we are going to head over to the think tank. Titles open for change. I'm just calling it think tank right now. So I'm going to show you guys the inside, and we are going to get to building the structure, I guess the shape of the structure. So here it is. This is the basic shape that I'm gonna it's at least a start. okay? This is what I do, or at least what I'm going to be doing in this series, is showing you guys a basic shape if you are following along. This isn't going to be your regular tutorial, but this is going to give you an idea of, if you're following along and you want to build something similar, kind of how to do it. And I'm using wool to achieve that, so you guys can see it a little bit easier. Back to the build. Guys, I can't believe it. The Lambo is out of fuel. What a tragedy! I cannot believe it. I am upset. Why? In every moment there has to just be a problem. Why can't everything go smoothly around here? This place is supposed to be perfect. Alright, so this is where we are going to be building the greenhouse, but look at this. Look how ugly this is. I just want to slap whoever built this, man. The worst build on planet Earth. I say no to this, and you know what? We're going to do something about it. We're going to do something about it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I got that out of my system. But hey, time for the build. Alright, so I have filled back in the area, and this is the shape I was trying to show you guys earlier, but of course, you know, I just did that in wool blocks to make it look a little easier, but of course, we're doing it in wood, using a wood frame base. So I'm going to go ahead and put the roof and sides on now. So I've made a little bit of progress. As you can see, I just wanted to get the roof on, put the glass in, and kind of just, you know, move along a little bit and kind of just mess around with it. I actually have altered the design from what I was originally thinking, just to kind of demonstrate to you guys that, you know, it's okay to change your plan, like mid-build, if you want to change your design and how it looks. So this is kind of what I'm going for now, and I think it looks pretty good. You know, I put these doors in, you know, I put the pressure plates. Always got to put pressure plates in a build, unless of course you want to be broke and use your hands. What are we doing? It's 2025. But I'm going to come through now and give my best attempt at farming. We are going to fill this space with crops, but we're going to do it my way. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, so I am just putting up these trapdoors, you know, just adding a little bit of detail. Everything's good, you know, it's really coming together. I'm really liking how the build's coming. And of course, I'm choosing these kind of trapdoors because I kind of want a wood on wood look. I think that's going to look the best. You know, it's going to add a little bit of extra texture. That's kind of one of the building elements that's, you know, that you need to kind of strive to do in your builds, is just one of the parts at least. But I'm going to go here and I'm just going to go through and I'm going to put up these trapdoors, and I will see you guys when I have made just a little bit of progress, okay? Okay, so I've made some progress. I've actually also gone ahead and outlined the ground. That was the next part of the build, is going to be the texture of the ground. That is very important, and it kind of adds just that extra definition that you need in your builds. Always make sure to try to texture your ground even just a little bit. Really is going to amplify your build and bring it to the next level. So I'm going to go take some time and figure out how I'm going to add, or what I'm going to add. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I have spent a few minutes, as you can see, and I have gone around the outside and I have added just a little bit of texture to the ground. I am almost done, but this just makes it look so much better. You have to agree. I mean, just the plain dirt grass ground, no, not for this series. Not ever, unless I decide to. Nope. Okay, so now it is time for us to build a storage room for all the things we're going to need regarding greenhouse and that kind of thing. So I will get started here and come back in a second. Guys, it is coming along. Look at this. This might very well be one of my best builds. I think this very well might be one of my best builds. I mean, guys, just look at this. Like, I'm putting in the framing, and it is, hands down, it's got to be the best build. Got to be one of my best builds ever. I can't even believe it. But I'm going to go put a roof on, and I will be right back in just a second to show you guys the progress. Hey guys, this is Jack here. What you are seeing on the screen is what happened to me during recording. My world got corrupted, and I was for sure that I had lost my world forever. So I wanted to just take a second and just explain to you guys the importance of backup worlds. I unfortunately did not have an up-to-date backup world, and so I was really just hanging on a thread of hope that the world would reload, and to my surprise it did. But what you are seeing here in this footage is just, I wish I had recorded my sound during the moment. I was very just frustrated. I was really just going crazy, thinking that I had lost tens of hours of work. So the point being is to always have an up-to-date backup if you are doing a series on a world. Something that if something like this occurs in the middle, I was almost done with recording at this point, so it was really frustrating. So if you guys know why this occurred, it says panda, and it says world corruption. If anybody has any idea why this occurred, do let me know in the comments. But I just thought I would just stop and kind of just share that real quick, that things happen, nobody's perfect, and I did want to include that in the series so that you guys could be more aware of things like this. So back to the video. Alright guys, look at this. This is beautiful. Tell me you guys. Tell me what you think about this. I mean, these builds have been really great, and I'm really excited for this series, guys. I really am. After the crash fright and not knowing if I was gonna get this world back, I mean, it just makes it so much better. I mean, guys, just look at this build. Look at this. This is like the ultra barn. This is what you need in your world. But we are not done yet. We are not done. I am adding just a few more details, and we will almost be done with this build. So let me go do that. I'm going to add a crane, and I'm going to see how I can configure it, and I'll be back in just a second. So I have added the crane. As you can see, I think it looks really cool. I tried to use more trapdoors. I'm just trying to get into using the trapdoors, and that's what this whole series is, just figuring things out and experimenting with different builds, different looks. I think it turned out pretty well. I just went with kind of just like a rinky-dink crane, something we can use to pull up the hay and the bone meal. I should say the bones. Actually, let me fill in this thing real quick. I just gotta add the redstone. I want this to look like it's on and being powered, so I gotta do a quick thing here. Put the redstone. Yep. Yeah, it looks a lot better. I don't know. I was kind of going for a vintage look. I guess semi-vintage. It's not gonna be perfect, but I do want to hide the redstone. I want to make it look like it's on. Why does that look like an eyeball? I don't know. But yeah, I think this looks pretty cool. We can store all kinds of bone meal. I keep saying bone meal. I don't know why. Not necessarily bone meal, but just all sorts of things. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video today. It was a fun one. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of cool moments. Do comment your favorite moment of this episode, and in general, the series, what you would like to see. If there's any builds in the future, the top comment of every video will eventually get a build. That's right, you heard me. I should say the top comment in every video that comes out will get a build. They will get their own episode, and I will build. Let's get in this Lambo. Oh, I forgot that the Lambo was out of fuel. I was about to do an outro and drive away in like the coolest style possible. So you know what? You guys are just gonna have to envision it, okay? Just go and envision it. But what are you doing, guys? You need to subscribe right now. I don't even know anymore. I'm tired, guys. But this was a really fun episode. I hope you guys tune in for future episodes. We are going to be doing all sorts of builds. You guys you guys better be ready. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a really awesome series. I am excited and I am ready for whatever's to come. So tune in, darn it.